The 1997 Asian financial crisis was a period of financial crisis that affected many Asian countries, including Thailand, Indonesia, South Korea, and Malaysia. It began in Thailand in July 1997 and quickly spread to the other countries, leading to a widespread economic downturn and financial instability. The crisis was triggered by a number of factors, including the depreciation of the Thai baht, the high level of foreign debt in some of the affected countries, and the speculative attacks on their currencies by international investors. The crisis was also exacerbated by the lack of transparency and weak regulatory frameworks in some of the affected countries, which made it difficult for investors to accurately assess the risks associated with investing in those countries. The crisis had a significant impact on the economies of the affected countries, leading to a sharp decline in GDP, rising unemployment, and a drop in the value of their currencies. The crisis also led to a significant outflow of capital from the affected countries, as investors sought to protect their investments by withdrawing their money from the region. One of the most significant consequences of the crisis was the large-scale restructuring of the economies of the affected countries. Many of these countries implemented reforms to address the underlying causes of the crisis, such as improving the transparency of their financial systems and strengthening their regulatory frameworks. These reforms helped to restore confidence in the affected economies and lay the foundations for long-term economic growth. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, played a significant role in responding to the crisis, providing financial assistance to the affected countries in the form of loans and other support. The IMF also worked with the affected countries to develop economic reform programs that were designed to address the underlying causes of the crisis and restore stability to their economies. The 1997 Asian financial crisis had a significant impact on the global economy, as the affected countries were major exporters of goods and services to the rest of the world. The crisis led to a slowdown in global economic growth and increased uncertainty in financial markets, as investors became concerned about the stability of the affected economies. Despite the significant challenges posed by the 1997 Asian financial crisis, the affected countries were ultimately able to recover and rebuild their economies. Through a combination of economic reforms and international support, they were able to restore stability to their financial systems and lay the foundations for long-term economic growth. Today, the economies of the countries affected by the 1997 Asian financial crisis are once again thriving, thanks in large part to the efforts made to address the underlying causes of the crisis and implement reforms that helped to restore confidence in their financial systems. While the crisis was a difficult period for these countries, it ultimately served as a catalyst for positive change and helped to lay the foundations for a more stable and prosperous future.